At a family dinner, my foster parents bragged about making me a rich doctor, so I exposed the truth of how they actually stole from me and made my life hell. My parents were both killed in a hit-and-run car accident when I was just 10 years old. My dad was at the time 40 and my mom was 36. Neither of them had relatives who could take me in. We lived in a really small, church-going town where everyone knew one another. My dad had been the heir to a small fortune and so he never really had to work. He didn't like the big city, so he and my mom decided to move to a small town where he could have an antique store. My mom was into collecting antiques, so this was a good idea for them. I would have had to go the orphanage route when they died, but this couple from the church, who I will call Mr. and Mrs. Jones, made this big to-do in church about how a little girl needs a loving home, and God has given us this joyous task of bringing her up in our home and hearts. It's been a long time and I don't remember if those were Mrs. Jones's exact words, but they did say something cringe-worthy like that. So in the end Mr. and Mrs. Jones ended up becoming my foster parents. The Jones had their own daughter Lily who was a year older than me. That should have meant we would be super good friends, but Lily had her own thing going and practically ignored me.